Håper det kommer mange å se på.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, you're right now calling in to me, Ring Dallin. And today we're going to be talking about Melodi Grand Prix semi-final 1 for 2024. It was an absolutely amazing show. It was absolutely a fantastic show. It was definitely a woman show. It was awesome. I was in the audience. I had the second row. It was incredible to be a part of this incredible start to MGP this year. So many wonderful people. It was a fantastic time prior, during, and after the show with so many great fans from all over Norway coming together to celebrate what we love. And it was just so beautiful to be a part of. So thank you to everybody who made it so magical. And thank you so much to NRK for producing such an excellent show. Incredible hosts, Fredrik and Myra, who did a great job under a lot of pressure, because it's 2 studios. There's so many things to have to think about and so many places they gotta be, and they were able to do it so excellently. This is the first time for both of them doing something like this, and they both did amazing. Someone else who have done absolutely amazing, we gotta give all credit in the world to Mona Berntsen. She, to me, is the MVP of MGP, if you know what I'm saying. She was the stage producer, and oh my, this was amazing. You had 6 acts that all felt so unique and different. It felt expensive, it felt high quality, it was respectful, it was different. Not only different musical expressions, but totally different visual representations of the songs. It was awesome. It was something MGP really needed. Very, very exciting, and it's only going to get better as we progress through the weeks. We also opened up with Woman Show, which was like, you know, you could say the perfect MGP song doesn't exist. Well, it does exist. It's called Woman Show. That show was fantastic. Guitar Hero, she was playing on her leg also. She was in a bathtub. They were jumping around, having a great time. The cape came on, the camera cuts. Like, this was beautiful. This was so beautiful. So much fun. Incredible show. Everybody involved with Woman Show should be so proud of themselves. It was the perfect performance, and it's something that will be brought up again and again for decades to come. This was such a memorable performance that has so many things that you can bring back in replays, in promotion material, and it's just a performance that's going to stand on its own, and it's a certified hit, the whole Woman Show song, so that's going to live on forever. As I said, Mona Berntsen did an incredible job of staging the songs. I want to point out MIIA. That was a show that didn't, like, it doesn't, I don't think it's an expensive show to do. They basically had a wind machine and they had these walls that it could move around, and but it looked expensive. It looked awesome. Such a great style. Really, really well done. Fredrik Halland, the way they play with the lights, absolutely beautiful. Woman Show, perfection in every single second. That was the absolute best. You see me in the crowd like rocking out. I loved that show. I wish it went to the final. It really deserved to go to the final. It was a perfect show from start to finish. The perfect song. Mathilde sounded beautiful. Chris and Petter both did an amazing job of backing her, and it was just like so cool to see. It was fun to also see it like be almost like a bit like Melodi Festivalen with all the props, but it felt like they were still connecting to the crowd, even though it also felt like a music video. So really impressive stuff, and the best use of Guitar Hero in many, many years. So even better than what Fortnite is doing. So this was awesome. But Woman Show did not go through. These songs, however, did go through. These are our 3 first finalists. I'm going to start talking about MIIA. MIIA to me was a very elegant show. This was a beautifully done show that was maybe the best, I would say, at showcasing the stage. It was showcasing the lights in a beautiful way. It did a great job of just making every single shot matter. The way they used the mirror effect was cool, and I gotta say, like, the dancers and also Ingrid herself, they seemed so confident in everything they were doing. It seemed like they were just having fun and felt secure in themselves. And when you think about this just being in the first semi-final and then now going to the final, having many weeks to continue to just make this better, this is a strong contender for something that can be sent out to Eurovision. Personally, just to be upfront about it, I do not respond to the song. The song doesn't speak to me. I don't find it that appealing. But I would gladly see this go to Eurovision. I would be proud to see this as a representative. So yeah, overall, really, really impressed by how they were doing it, because it was playful but still high quality. Everything was just hitting perfectly. The camera cuts, the lighting. It was just a fantastic, fantastic show, and there's so much room for improvement. So I'm very impressed, although it was the song that I responded the least to in this semi-final. Then we have Oblivion by Margaret Berger, which I think was a borderline qualifier. I'm unsure. I think this right here, was maybe the one I was most, talked about beforehand, the most excitement about in this semi-final.
There were some great camera angles, and the show is interesting. It might not be interesting to keep your attention for the whole way through, but there are many interesting elements. There are some cool story beats, and there are some interesting shots that makes this song even more interesting once it comes to a stage performance. And the stage presence of the dancers, and especially Margaret Berger, is what drives this home. This is a simplistic staging which still serves a lot of power and a lot of powerful elements. It's not revolutionizing how you can do an MGP staging, but it is really clean and it is really fitting to the song.
I think that Margaret is a contender also to win the contest because it's such an open field, although it was personally my fourth place in the semi-final when it came to the performance aspect of it. I would rather have seen Women's Show go through than Oblivion, but Oblivion is more of a contender, so I think ultimately this getting another chance in the final is something that's good for the quality of MGP. And I think it's going to be interesting to see how this will evolve, because there are many things you can do with the song, but they have a great foundation now with the show. But something that's Eurovision ready, because we've been talking about how MIIA and Oblivion has room to grow and get better and hit that perfection that they need, but something that's already ready for Eurovision, like we can just send this now, that is We Come Alive. Gothminister, first off, the postcard. Again, the production this year for MGP is incredible. The postcards all rocked. They were all awesome. They focused on the right things. But that one was my favorite postcard. Like, my favorite performance of the night was Women's Show. That was my favorite. I think the best performance, the best package was We Come Alive, Gothminister. I think that right there should be a representative if one of these three are going to be. The song, to me, just to be honest with you, I think the song is a bit too repetitive, but it has an MGP edit, which is perfect for what it's supposed to do. That's tell a story. It hooks you in from the first shot. And I remember, we were sitting in the crowd. This, however, this staging took so long to build. It took a long time for them to build up this stage, so they need to work on that for the final and also potentially for Eurovision. But as they were building it, we were all like, what the hell is happening? And we were like, is Gothminister really next? And then they put the little doll there after a few minutes, and it was like, okay, it's about to go down. It's about to happen. And it happened. From the first second, this performance hooks you in, takes you on a journey through a very interesting story, told in so many cool ways. And every time you think you've seen everything, every time you think you've seen it all, it adds more layers. The dancers are awesome. The whole playhouse thing, really cool. The effects of them, the dancers coming out to the pink into this bedroom, so cool. The main girl who is running away from the demons, who's being chased is doing a great job. She has these contacts. It is scary. It is frightening. But it's fun to be scared, right? And when you think you've seen it all, in comes the female vocalist and adds another layer to the song. She adds so much. She is so charismatic. Her voice is beautiful. And it's able to harmonize with Mr. Gothminister in an excellent way that really makes this stand out. This is what's going to be talked about for weeks to come. This is something that people will go on work on Monday, talk about, and the people who haven't seen it are going to go back and watch it, and then they're going to see, okay, who's on this Saturday? And then they see Gåte, and they're hooked. They're in. So this right here was the perfect song to have in the first semi-final, and I think this was the winner of the semi-final. This or MIIA, but Gothminister has the story, it has the layers, it has the staging, it has everything. It is stand out, larger than life. There's nothing like it. And I love the performance. I love the artist. I don't think the song on its own is strong enough because of how repetitive it is. But for the show aspect, for the package, for everything you get, this is memorable, unique, and just really, really exciting. So I love that performance. There are, of course, tweaks you have to do for Eurovision. Like, you can't have kids running around because of the age restrictions and all that. But there's so many things you can do, and I'm just so happy that we got something like this and to be able to see it live, see all the fire, see all the props, see everything they did. It was absolutely beautiful. It was haunting. It was arresting. You couldn't take your eyes off it, and that's the perfect formula for getting 12 points from each and every country at Eurovision. So overall, I am extremely happy with this show. There are minor things I want to change. There are minor mistakes that happen because, you know, it's live television in the small studios. So you're going to be able to see some cranes, the camera cranes. You're going to be seeing some steady cam operators from time to time. It's live TV. It happens. They're doing an amazing job. NRK should be really proud of themselves. This is how I want to see MGP go forward.
I also really love the segments with Marcus Neby. They're extremely funny, and I love the brand new artist we have now called Rock On. I really hope we get to see him in the final of MGP as the 10th entry in the final. And I also want to say thank you so much to NRK and everybody involved for creating that touching tribute to Jan Werner. It was a beautiful interval act, bringing back Jan Werner to life with help of artificial intelligence to perform with Bettan and do their incredible song duet together. It was beautiful, and I'm very honored to have been in the crowd for that performance and that very memorable, historic moment.
Fantastic night, a lot of fun, so many lovely people, such a great time. Such a fantastic show, and so happy MGP is up and running. Thank you guys for all the messages and love. A lot of people were really excited about me being, you know, so much on television. It was very fun to be in that audience and just being a part of the whole experience and being able to root for my favorites in women's show during the actual show. So it was very, very wonderful, and this is one big family that I'm very happy to be a part of. So thank you all so much for making this a wonderful place to be. And as always, have a great day, a great life. And please remember, take care of yourself and each other. And please also let me know what you think of the show down in the comments. Take care.